Hello everyone, what is up? It is I, Emperor Shadow here, and I'm back with another awesome, amazing episode of Clay Civilizations. Today, guys, I'm going to be showing you 3 new civilizations that have popped up in the Clay Soldier world, along with an update for the greens and the oranges. So, today, guys, the first civilization I'm going to be showing you is the Swamp Clan of the Limes. So as you see, they're called the Swamp Clan of the Limes because 1, they live in the swamps, and 2, they're lime clay soldiers. So as you see, most of them have lily pad pants because that's the main attire, and they get it from the lily pads in the swamplands out there. And as you see, they're not a and as you see, they only have one main structure, which is their little main structure with their main housing units, their great tree, which I'll talk about in a minute, and their chests. And these guys have been here since probably about the very start of their civilization. They haven't really moved around like some others, like for example the Light Blue Confederation. They originally started in the plains, but they moved to the spruce forest and stuff, and the Scions, who actually came from the mountains regions, but they soon moved to the plains, and that's where they settled their city. And these guys, they have stayed in the swamps for most of their history, and only have one main structure, and their main source of eating is fishing and stuff. And this, finally, is their main tree. So they believe in nature spirits when it comes to like vegetation and stuff, vegetation, trees, etc. And they believe that they just believe in different nature spirits and stuff, like the steppe people of the in different in history throughout, like the Mongols. I'm pretty sure they believed in nature spirits and stuff, and same with the some of the Native American tribes. But on that note, everyone, that is all I have for the limes. Next up, we have the Pumpkin Collective, and before I go to Pumpkin Collective, as you see, guys, I'm giving each civilization their own little name. Like for example, you have the Cyan Imperium and the Empire of the Oranges and the Brown Confederation, the Light Blue Confederation, the Pumpkin Collective, and the Swamp Clan of the Limes. Just to add a little bit of specialization to the civilizations. Alright, anyways, this is the Pumpkin Collective. They're one of the unique civilizations in the Clay Soldier world. As you guys see, these guys are they're kind of different from their name because they don't have one main ruler. They're just a mob of clay soldiers that, based on their little on the way they work, they are able to make decisions without having to have one main leader, and that works for them. That kind of wouldn't work for other species because unlike the other species, sorry, not species, race, some of the other civilizations and races and stuff, they don't have much of a problem when it comes to personal greed and stuff. And although they do, their main goal is to, instead, they don't really focus. Their main goal is that one of their main goals is to expand and just conquer everything, basically. And when it comes to diplomacy, all they know is war. When it comes to other civilizations and stuff, but their main goal is to expand their civilization, and they're not really focusing on diplomacy because when the only civilization they've met is the Greens, and they didn't really, when it comes to peace talks and stuff, because when the Greens came with their delegation, they actually attacked them. Luckily, none of the Greens died and stuff. Well, actually, only one of the Greens died, but the rest escaped. So yeah, that tells you how the oranges are. They're basically they're sort of like a hive mind, like a devouring swarm, like in Stellaris, but they're not controlled by one main mind or a bunch of minds that are similar to each other. They're like a mob. Yeah. So, and anyways, guys, these guys, as you see, They have a very big farm and a very big city and stuff. So, anyways, I'm gonna just talk about their city and the uniqueness of it. Uniqueness of it. So this is their little armory area where they keep their weapons and stuff because they're starting to make weapons because of the greens. And right now they're not planning. They're preparing just in case the greens decide to attack them since they attacked them. But they're not. Their main goal is not to. It's not focused on the greens. It's just expanding and getting those resources and stuff and growing their population and getting more like towns and stuff. As you see, they only have one town currently. And this is the little storage area where they keep generic stuff like food and minerals that they get from the for their 2 mines over here, and wood and just basic stuff. And also these are little mines. They have come in contact with iron and coal, so they're, as I said before, they're getting into making their own weapons. They don't have any forges, but they will soon. And I'm pretty sure I've already mentioned their food thing. So and their main source of food is potatoes. And when it comes to their food situation, they're not like other civilizations. They don't have to eat as much, so they can each clay soldier doesn't have to eat as much as some of the other civilizations do, and meaning they can have more food and they'll have more to store because they'll always have extra because each clay soldier doesn't have to eat as much. And yeah, so basically they're going to use that they've been using that to their advantage, and that's how they got their population so big. So yeah, that's all I have for their main city. Let's talk about their town. So this is their only town they have currently, which is basically a little mining town. And they have 3 main buildings to keep their resources in and stuff. And this is where their little where they get their water and stuff from. Although these little places start swimming in it, so. And it's like a little aqueduct, but just they're really just drawing water out of the little cave thing over here. So and you see they have a nice little decent little population in here. So yeah, that's all I have for the Pumpkin Collective. So yeah, now let's get on to the last new civilization. Let's see, the Light Blue Confederation. These guys are, of course, light blue clay soldiers that live in the spruce forest area. I don't know why I clicked that, but as you see, their little storage area is similar to the pumpkins, but their storage areas are like different, kind of. Soon they're just gonna have. As you see over here, they have another storage area, so it's just different. And as you see, these guys don't have a very big population. They're just because they're a tribe, per se. I guess they're probably about the similar size to the Browns. And when it comes to their religion, they have not a creeper god, a skeleton god. So basically, well, a skeleton deity. So they pray to the skeleton deity, and their warriors. They have they have skeletons on them. As you see right there, their little clay soldier. They have a little sheath, and they have gravel. That's their warriors. That's what their warriors dress up as. And they have a little chieftain's house, but of course I'll place the chieftain later because every time I try to place down the king, they like to follow him. And here's a little banner. And also, guys, the Pumpkin Collective, I'll get them their banner later. I'll show them off along with the limes because I've recently made them. And in their mining situation, they have come into contact with iron and coal, and that's practically about it when it comes to that. And also they have a little bit of marble, so they might use that to their advantage along with limestone. So yeah. And yeah, I think that's all I have for the light blue civilizations. So, all right, now let's get to the when I'm done with this, I'll show you guys the Empire of the Oranges. oranges. So basically, guys, the oranges, they have remodeled their city, and they're starting to go towards the production of glass. Start a little glass trade because they have come into contact with the Cyan Imperium and the Brown Confederation and the Light Blue Confederation. As you see, they've remodeled their city, their house is a little bit neater. They've incorporated city planning into their little system. And as you see, they have little forges over here where they make their glass and stuff. And also, when it because of their growing population, they've changed up their little farming system to accommodate for more food, and they're going to expand on that in the future. And also, when it comes to their expansion, they've made a new town. And let's go. I can travel over here faster. They have a little mining town, just because this is one of the first mining towns. Because this town is just like a agricultural, like a sugarcane town / mining town. Although that mine is not really deep, and this is more of a surface mining / in-depth mining town, because they do they do mine up the limestone, not limestone. I don't know why I keep saying limestone. The sandstone, and as you see, this mine is pretty big. They have a lot of coal and iron to use along with limestone, so that'll be good for their further expansion. And yeah, that's all I have for the oranges. Next up, well, actually not next. I'm sorry. One more thing. I had their little town right here. They've messed around with it, and they've changed it a tad bit, but not that much. So, anyways, and now the last thing I have to show you guys is the light green tribe. So as you see, these guys have changed their system, and let's go down to their little area. So these guys, they have the greens. They have changed they moved away because of a epidemic that happened in their little area that they were by the Cyan Imperium. They had a little plague where basically they discovered the what is it? I should know what it's called. I've played Minecraft. Hold on, wait. An ender pearl. So they discovered that, and basically a little epidemic happened to where half their population turned into zombies, and then they died. Well, until and as you see, until they died. Well, unless besides some of the ones who got turned into zombies, they stayed zombies. But anyways, as you see, these guys, they kind of regrew their population a little bit since they moved, but not as much, because we checked their population number. Have 192 clay soldiers. Oh, the pink clay soldiers probably on top. So yeah, their population was a little bit bigger than that. So, and as they have a little new area with 2 new housing places, and it's kind of overcrowded a little bit because of the urgent move. And as you see, they also have a little place where, of course, they grow their mushrooms, because that's of course where they grow their food and that. And yeah, that's basically all I have for the green. So, well, alright guys, yeah, that's all I have for when it comes to the clay soldiers. One more thing, I'm going to be giving their each different civilization their own little names. And yeah, so as you see, because as you see, I had the Green Tribe, the Swamp Clan of the Limes, the Pumpkin Collectives, the Cyan Imperium, the Empire Oranges, the Brown Confederation, and the Light Blue Confederation. And then I have the soon-to-be purple High Empire, but I'll show you guys that in the near future. And yeah, so and also guys, if you want to like give a name for the different civilizations, or if you want to change their names to add something cool, just tell me in the comment section, and I'll take it into consideration. And also, guys, I want to give a little shout out to the guy who gave me the idea for the glass trade and the clay soldiers. Yeah, so thank you to Michael Abadov. I'm sorry if I said that wrong, but thank you to that guy who gave me that idea for when it comes to the glass trade. But yeah, so I'll look into it, and yeah, so that's a very cool idea that he gave me. So anyways, guys, thank you all for watching. Hope you all have a great rest of your day. If you're new to the channel, it would be really nice if you subscribed, and for everyone else, after you watch this video, just give it a like if you would, just to be just be a nice person, and yeah, so if you're new, subscribe, and you want to give a like. So yeah, anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.